Hello Aries, welcome to your reading for May the 2nd through to the 9th, and as always it's going to be general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And sorry, see if it works. Let's welcome in the archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, our higher selves, and any animal, ancestral or dragon guides you feel resonant with, Aries. And as always, also listen to your own intuition if any other meanings come up for you with the images on these cards. And here we have the Page of Cups, because Aries, you are the expert in your own life. Right, let's go. We have Wheel of Fortune. So it just came out for Virgo. So there's something here, Aries. I think you've been very creative. You've been focusing on your emotions and doing what you enjoy and what you love to do here. Page of Cups. There's something sort of about that energy that sort of becomes stressful. Maybe you are overthinking something in a creative sense and you're getting sort of stressed. Maybe you're losing sleep at night because you feel like you've got to get it done. Maybe there's a self-imposed deadline or a deadline that you have to meet and you're struggling to kind of get that done. There's something about creativity or something new, and there's something stressful. So maybe it's a new creative project. Let's see. Or maybe there's something that's sort of else that's coming in that's hindering your participation in that creative endeavor there. Let's have a look. Okay. Things are jumping, but they're not falling. Here we go. Now it's falling. 9 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I think there's something here about that you're kind of working hard here. You're working on acquiring some either financial stability or some more balance with regard to the energy you're putting in and the energy that you're getting back. Maybe to do with what you're putting into it is, are you getting compensated financially or not? That's going to be a question that you're asking yourself here. But this is the 9 of Wands, so there's something that you've almost finished here. Maybe there's a project that you've almost finished. Let's have a look at your underlying theme. There's something new coming through, underlying theme. And Page of Swords is that you're kind of curious, you're thinking, you might be making some decisions around this as to whether you're going to pursue it or not. I mean, it could be a new job, a new project, a new health and well-being regime, something like that. You also have the Page of Cups here. I'm feeling like this is an emotional page here for, that maybe you've been exploring the emotional realm, like creativity, spirituality, which has been good, but there's something now that's sort of stressing you about that. And maybe it's sort of to do with, maybe there's a financial thing that's come in here, but I feel like you're now having to apply your logic, your reasoning to a situation, and that because the energy you're in at the moment is that you've been putting in a lot of energy on something here, but whether or not you are getting back, what you're putting in, maybe it's not sort of, well, this is saying that it will, okay, it will give you back what you need. So maybe there's an issue with waiting at the moment. You have the 6 of Pentacles again here in the direction moving forward, which is interesting. So this is about balance as well, and this is a wheel. So there's something, the Wheel of Fortune, which is about karma, about ending of cycles, new cycles beginning. And maybe there's going to be, there's 2 different 6s of Pentacles here. So this is the underlying theme. Maybe there's some new financial something or other coming through, and you're needing to align your mind with that. Okay, and this is the new financial thing. Maybe this is what's going to give you the balance here. And yeah, let's look at your outcome. I feel like there's a creative project or something you've been doing that it's kind of 80-90% the way finished, and maybe this is a job or something else. Change, rebirth. Okay, so maybe you're going to be balancing or bringing some change to this creative project and this thing here. This may be the creative project, or it might be something that's complementing that. Okay, a complementary thing. Five of Pentacles and Death or Rebirth, and Page of Cups again, and the Lovers. Okay, so the outcome here is, you know, this idea of you feeling as though you're missing out on something, or that, you know, that there's a perception of lack, like perhaps you feel that you don't have enough, or that things aren't right, things aren't how they should be. That's going to be changing, okay? That's going to be sort of, there's going to be change brought to that whole vibration, because we have the Death, Rebirth here. Death is slow change. So there's some themes here around, I think, we have Six of Pentacles twice, which is about having enough abundance to give others, but also having enough for yourself, financially and practically speaking, but also health-wise, you know, having enough energy to do things for yourself, or to do your favorite activities, as well as having enough energy to put out there, do a job, you know, be there for others, okay? So those situations perhaps in the past where that wasn't the case, where maybe things were out of balance or they weren't right here, that's going to be changing. And if your general direction forward is moving into better balance with regard to energy and finances, then that, you know, that 5 is definitely changing into a 6. Okay. In terms of Pentacles energy there. In the area of your challenge, you've got the Page of Cups again, which is interesting, and the Lovers. And this is about you kind of still focusing on loving what you do. So at the moment, there's a Page of Cups here with the Nine of Swords. So this pairing is sort of saying that you're kind of doing something that you love, but there's some stress component about that. But this is sort of saying that in the challenge, or maybe it's something you're not aware of, I'm thinking, it's that what you love to do, if you can give it the time and space, it will be that thing that is truly brings you into alignment, you know, with your higher self, with your ego self and your higher self, but also you and your inner child, bringing you into spiritual alignment. Because the Lovers can be a card about an energy about a relationship with someone else, but it can equally be an energy of to do with the self, like the two aspects of the self, the masculine and the feminine coming together of the self, or the you know, like we've just said, the higher self and the ego, or the inner child and the inner adult. It's really a spiritual maturity, reunification, kind of coming home card, the Lovers here, okay? It can be like a coming home energy. And I think, you know, I think you are on the right track here at the moment, Aries, with this Page of Cups. So maybe you're going to be revisiting it in a new way, perhaps. Let's have a look at your spirit guidance. Well, I just want one to jump next, Spirit. Oops, apologies. There we go. Oh. Right, we'll grab that one. And then, I might as well take the 4. Okay, 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and 5 of Pentacles again, which is interesting, isn't it? 6 of Cups is your inner child here. Okay, so Spirit's saying, yeah, there's something about this Page energy here, Page of Cups and even Page of Swords, that is, and the other Page of Cups, is that it's an inner child. So looking at your inner child, Aries, and really tuning into when you sense that you are activating that energy, when do you feel as though you are kind of really in the moment? When are you really enjoying something? When do you feel even exhilarated or excited about in an activity or something that you're doing, or even an environment that you're in or something like that? Just being tuning into that. And being able to nurture it. Queen of Pentacles. This is like the inner parent almost. So really nurturing your inner child. Because this is sort of what's happening, I think, with this Page of Cups here. And given that you have the 9 of Swords, which is the stress that's coming in, this is something external or something to do with, hey, we need to create more material and physical financial balance. Okay, maybe that's what's coming through. But these energies still need to be honoured. Okay, but you also have the 8 of Wands, and Spirit's saying, you know, you have the power to, with your action, your fire and your passion, to provide whatever it is you need to provide, aka the balance here, financial, physical, spiritual, practical, you know, environmental, you know, balance. You have the ability to provide that with your actions, with your direction, your focus, your passion. Okay, 8 of Wands. Because those things there, right, these things are going to help you to move out of this perception of lack. Because sometimes there are many energies out there at bay that will take you out of your inner child energy. Okay, and this is 5 of Pentacles can be kind of when you're not in alignment with your inner child and your higher self. Okay, you're feeling like there's things missing, that, you know, in your life that you don't have A or B, that whatever, but everything you need is within you. Okay, and this is sort of like almost a false perception of lack, but Spirit's saying that this is going to be ameliorated, okay, by activating these really abundant action energies, nurturing and action energies as well. We did say that the 5 would be transformed into the 6, and it's only 1 extra pentacle, but hey, there's a whole lot more balance and comfort and a good feeling there compared to the 5, okay, of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, yeah, you're moving into greater confidence here, Aries. The Sun, right? This is what you're changing or you're shifting into with this rebirth. Death is rebirth, okay. It's just the, And you also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is that end of a cycle. So, okay, something is coming to a conclusion, and I feel like it's this 5 of Pentacles energy. And I feel like you're moving into the beautiful balanced 6 of Pentacles energy. 3 of Wands. Really taking stock, getting ready to move into the next phase. I feel there's something about your creativity here that you're needing to maybe complement or change your frequency or something so that you can keep doing this, because it's in the area of your challenge, but it's something that needs to be, it's looking like it's going to be continued by you, which is a positive thing. Okay. 10 of Swords, yeah, something is wrapping up. 9 and 10 of Swords. So whatever your thought processes are around how you think things should be, or how you think things shouldn't be, focusing on that is focusing on a perception of lack, or focusing on something that is a negative, isn't it? You're focusing on stuff that you feel you're missing out on, or all that. It's like that. It's 10 of Swords coming to an end, okay? Because if you're in that energy too much, it's just exhausting. in the mental way. Exhausting for the mind, okay, is what I'm trying to say. Six of Swords, yeah, and this is what we need. This beautiful Six of Swords moving into the peace, harmony, mindfulness of the mind, balance of the mind, the number 6 again, okay? Sixes. So this is a very harmonious reading for you, Aries. You're moving into harmony of literally probably mind and body harmony, okay? But also your inner child and your ability to nurture that. And, you know, and tweaking your focus on your abundance, you know, material, physical, and financial. Okay. Let's grab a Lemurian Star Child Oracle as well. Inner child attunement. Oh my goodness. Wow. Is this on point or what? Go within, listen, and loving parenting, which is you parenting yourself, Aries. Or if you have a child, this is talking about you, you know, obviously loving a child. Yeah. Inner child attunement. This is what the page energy was sort of speaking to us right at the very start here. The very first card, Page of Cups. Very beautiful, creative inner child, highly creative Aries, okay? Page of Cups here in your challenge. So it's a challenge at times for you to hold that inner child energy, and to perhaps even it's a challenge for you to love it as well, right? And honor it and listen to it, okay? But here we have Spirit confirming, yeah, you are attuning to your inner child, and yeah, it's all to do with love, unconditional love of self, and feeling that you are unconditionally loved, Aries. Okay. Go within, listen, loving parenting. So there we have it, Aries. I think we might wrap it up there. But yeah, beautiful, harmonious reading for you. Moving into, I love the sun for you. Okay. Radiance, confidence, happiness, and definitely, you know, some inner child energy there. A lot of joy and happiness. Yeah. Look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.